Hi, this is your brother Pastor Oba Eric Mashabeson. Again, welcome to Aspiring to be Great. We are all about aspiring and motivating young men and young women to use their skills, their potential, and to let them understand that they have what it takes to change their world. They have what it takes to develop their skills. They have what it takes to bring joy and happiness to their life. They are the future leaders of tomorrow. So now, to all my other brothers and sisters out there that have the idea or initiative to develop these young men and young women, to teach them the right skill, to push them forward so that they can use their skill and their potential to be those best leaders that we need for tomorrow. I want to encourage you this. You see, developing tomorrow's leaders today begins now. It's not a matter of I will wait till next week or next month. Now, developing tomorrow's leaders begins now. We have to encourage them. We have to motivate them. We have to show them the skills and show them the difference between leadership and management. You see, we can start with small groups and learn what works, and also engage these kids at their best, because there are skills in them. But if we sit on the sideline, we don't motivate them, we don't go towards them and show them that they have these skills, that there is something that they know how to do, that if they bring out is going to initiate that best in them. We need to encourage them. We need to tell them they have the potential. We need to tell them that they are the architect of their life. They build its foundation. They know its content. There is a skill in them that if they show it out, it will change their world. It will change their communities. But we need to start that now. So, developing tomorrow's leaders today begins now. Today's leaders are in every classroom, in every college, in every school, in every community. I mean, today's leaders are in every classroom, in every community, in every forum that you can find. There is a leader in there. So we need to go to each classroom, start each school, each classroom, and bring out those young men and young women, those leaders in there. They are leaders in that classroom, in that school, in that community. They are. So today youth are hungry for leadership. So we have to model it. I repeat, today's leaders are hungry for leadership, so we have to model it. We have to show them what it takes to be that leader. And how, when you're hungry for something, you don't stop until you get it. You are consistent with it. You're persistent with it. You go after it. You stick with it. And that goes in all ways in their life. In whatever initiative they decide to take upon, that goes all the way. That they have to be consistent. They have to be hungry for it. Because that's only when, you see, like when you're hungry for food, right? You do everything to get that food. So if you're hungry for that future, for that bright future, for that leadership future, if you're hungry for that career, what do? You stay persistent. You're hungry for that career, so you will do everything. You're consistent. You don't give up, no matter how tough it is. We need to develop that in them. We have to be authentic, because young people see through anything less than the real you. We have to be authentic to these young men and young women. We have to show them the right way. We have to live it like when I say model it, like they should see it through us. And when they see it, it should be believable. It should be authentic, not fake, authentic. That is, we live it too, so they see it through us. We have to learn in and learn from other youths the way they want to be led. Let's not assume that every young man and young woman know everything. That's why we sit on the sideline and let them go astray, because we assume all the time that they know. But look at our society. We know that most of the time our young men and young women make the wrong choices because we stood on the sideline and watched them go astray. Let's not assume that they know everything. Let's try to encourage them. Let's see what they have and use that to build them up. Because I always say, when I'm coaching somebody, or when I'm doing counseling. Most of the time when I look at counselors around here, when people counsel, they try to bring that they show more of the negative side, the negative side, the negative side. I want a young man, a young woman to understand that whatsoever they have that's positive, they can use that to overthrow the negative. So when I counsel somebody, I try to get the positive out. So I use that positive now to build them up. Either it's a couple or an individual, young man or young woman, I try to use every positive step that they've taken or action they've taken. I use that action to build them up, not their weakness. Because if I use their positive actions to build them up, it will overthrow their weakness, that they won't even realize they have a weakness, because they have overthrown that weakness with all the positive that we build them up with. So we need to build a young men and young women with their positive aspect, because they are future leaders of tomorrow, and we need to start now. So we have to show them that they have to be consistent, they have to be persistent. We have to use what skill they show, they portray, and develop that. And we cannot sit on the sideline and assume that they know everything. No, we have to model to them. You see, my mentor, John C. Maxwell, said, the only guarantee that tomorrow will get better is if you grow today. John C. Maxwell, the guru, my papa, my mentor. He said the only guarantee that tomorrow will get better is if you grow today. We have to encourage these young men and young women this, that the only guarantee for them that tomorrow will be better if they grow today. So young people need models, not critics. Young people need models, not critics. So we have to encourage them. We have to model their lifestyle. We say, you know what, developing tomorrow leaders begins. Developing tomorrow leaders today begins now. So we start now. We model that. We live that lifestyle. So when they look at us, they say, you know what, when I see that, I can be that too. When I see that, I can be somebody too. So let's not wait tomorrow. Let's start developing a leadership in those young men right now. And I've said, I always quote my papa, my mentor, John C. Maxwell. He said, today's leaders are in every classroom. And I don't just stay in every classroom. I go start with every school. There's a young leader in there, there's a young leader in that school, in that classroom, in that community, in that country, in that village. And there's no boundary of the color of your skin or what language you speak or where you come from. It doesn't matter. There's a leader a young leader in every environment, in every atmosphere. In every home, there is a leader in there. So we have to go in there and dig them out. Bring them out, model our lifestyle to them so they can see and understand that their leadership starts right now. And the only guarantee that tomorrow will get better is if they grow today. Because if they don't grow today, if they don't add value to themselves today, they are not going to get better tomorrow. Because that's what portrayed them to be better, right? They need to add something good in them that will prolong them to be better tomorrow. So they guarantee that tomorrow will be better if they start growing today, now, this minute. So young men and young women, you are the architect of your life. You build its foundation. You know its content. You have what it takes to change your world, to change this world and make it a better place. You have that potential. You have that skill. I bet 110% you do have it. So let's bring it out and let's make our world, your world, a better place. Stay blessed.